Hello everyone, welcome back. World Coin Hunt Day has come around again. So I just dipping into a few of the new ones that I've just recently thrown in. Bought another bag about a week ago. Been having a dig through it. Threw some of the newer ones in that I don't recognise. So hopefully we'll get some today. So we'll give it a quick mix. Get some of the small ones to the top would help. And shall we crack on? Now, we've been quite lucky over the last few weeks. There have been a few, that's better, been a few coins that we've found that, to be honest, I didn't know what they were. So I'm half expecting to have exactly the same thing again. Because, like I say, these new coins, there's a few in there that's, there's a €1 cent there on the grotty side. The state of that. Right, that's going to go back in anyway. Right, let's begin, shall we? Let's see what we can find. First one out of the tub, nice big one, R1. So that's going to be South Africa every time. 1977. They did change the shape and the size of these. I think they went to a lot smaller. Did I just see one just now actually when I was ferreting? No, maybe I didn't. Yeah, they're slightly smaller and they've got like a squared inner edge to them as well. So those for the 1s, the 5s, the 10s. But this is a much, much bigger one. This is almost on par with the old 10p's. R1, South Africa, 1977. Nice one to get things started off with, really. Ooh, what's that? All right. Put us an old round pound for a second. Right, what have we got? 5 centimes, so that's France, 1966. Not seen one of these for quite some time. Very, very common, along with all the others. So you get the same, this one design on the obverse, and the reverse is exactly the same design. The only difference being, really, is the face value. The mint marks do change over the course of the years. Apart from that, yeah, you get 5s, 10s, I want to say 20s, 50s. There's quite a few of these out there, common as anything. So 1966, 5 centimes from France. Let's get one from the edge and see if we can find a smaller one. We had a big one and a small one. What else do we get now? Oh, Queen Elizabeth. Let's see what we've got. What's that? No date. So that is not a British issue. Is it Canadian? Yeah, Canada. 1 cent. 1972. That's one for the old folder. Probably get away with slipping this into the pennies when you take the coins back to the bank, but I don't have that many pennies at the moment. Hey ho, that's one. That's definitely a keeper. That one anyway. So 1 cent, Canada, 1972. Excellent. What's this? Some sort of token? Nope. It's Arabic. Ah, yes. 5-pointed star, Arabic date. That is Morocco. Yep, there you go. Morocco, 20 francs. There's the French mint marks just there. Obviously, Morocco at one stage was, I don't know, it might still be to an extent a French colony or territory. I think it's a country in its own right now. Independent. 1371. That's what, 1960s, early 70s. You've seen the date on the side by now, but yeah, this is one of the few that only hosts their own date and not the Western date. Yeah, there we go. Morocco, 20 francs, roughly mid 60s, late 60s. Here we go. Sixpence, 1951. George the Fifth. Sorry, Sixth. There we go. Yeah. Very common coin again in British collections. You buy a bag of sixpences, pretty much anything post World War II. There's 1 or 2 years that are harder to get, but on the whole, very, very common. And after 1947, no silver content, just cupro nickel. So there we go. That's United Kingdom, 1951, sixpence. If you're not from the UK, you might not know this, but there was an old tradition of putting one of those in the Christmas pudding for Christmas Day. And the person that found it was supposed to have good luck, and they actually had sixpence to go out and spend. Oh, another UK coin. Edward the Seventh. And that looks, size-wise, I can say it's a farthing. Yeah, we had a farthing on the last hunt, remember rightly, and it was bashed to hell and back. 1903, so it's one of the earlier ones for him. Not overly brilliant condition, a lot of verdigris, or the copper staining, shall we say. Copper rust, that's probably the easiest way to describe it. On the back, yeah, you got Britannia on one side and Edward the Seventh on the other. He only had a short reign from, 1901, 1902 through to 1910, 1911. So he was sandwiched between Victoria and George V. So there you go, UK farthing, 1903. Oh, that's a biggie. France proper. There we go, 5 francs, 1971. Again, very, very common coin. These, along with the 1s, the 2s, the 5s, 10s, oh yeah, a mixed bag of foreign coins. You will always get these. I've actually pulled a load of these out a little while ago, so there's still a few in there just to give it a bit of a mix up. But hey, we don't have a French coin every so often. Things get boring. So there we go. France, 5 francs, 1971. Who have we got there? That is Asian, far Asian. That's beyond India. That, I think, is Thailand. Yeah, that's Thailand. Oh my giddy aunt. Well, that, from memory, is 1 baht. Now, as for the year, I'm not 100% sure. Could be anywhen. But I've come across these in the past, and they've generally been the 1970s. So I'm going to say mid to late 70s. Hopefully I'm I'm fairly right on that front. But yeah, again, you do come across a fair few of the Thai coins as well. There are a few that are 1 baht and they're different sizes, but that's from different periods, and they do pop up as well. But yeah, I think that's a late 70s 1 baht from Thailand. We got there someone flying a flag. Oh, Angola. This might be the first Angolan coin we've had. What's that? 40th anniversary of national independence. Okay. Yeah, sounds about right. Mid 70s, Angola went independent. 50 Kwanzas. What's that? 2015. Yeah, that would follow suit with the date on the obverse. So 50 Kwanzas. Oh, look at that. I just realised that as well. It's got one of those funny holographic type number patterns. I'm trying to get it so it shows up. I can see it better with the naked eye. The camera can't quite get it. It definitely says 50, and there's something else there as well. But yeah, Angola. I think that's a first for us. Sweet. So, Angola 2015, 50 Kwanzas. Garcia de Horta, we've had him before. That's Portugal. He's one of their, I want to say, explorers. They've got a series of coins with different, I think it's explorers, that sort of thing, from sort of 400 years ago, 500 years ago. There we go, 200 escudos. 1997, Republic of Portugal. Nailed it. I'm getting good at this. It's only taken 60 plus videos. Quite a common one again. I've not seen it that often recently. But yeah, Portugal, all the same. 200 escudos. 1997. Ooh, what's that? That's a shiny one. Kenya. Republic of Kenya, 1978. 1 shilling. It's in really good condition, actually. Hardly any marks on it. I think this has probably been sat around in someone's tub or collection for quite some time and not gone anywhere. What have we got on that side? First president of Kenya. Yeah, I'm not going to try and pronounce that because I'll probably wreck that as well. If you've watched any of my previous videos, you know I don't do foreign languages. Right, okay, Kenya. Yeah, we've had Kenya before. I think we've had 1 shilling. I don't remember it being this size. Ah, maybe it's just a newer version. So, 1 shilling, Kenya, 1978. $20 something. Oh my, that's worn. Is it that way? It is that way, isn't it? Yeah, that looks like a lion's head. Probably wrong, but hang on. If that's that way, that's that way. I'm not sure. I think this is, I want to say it's Algeria. I saw one of these a little while ago in much, much better condition. And when they're new, this is very well raised. You know, it's there. You can tell there's definitely something going on. Even the writing around the edge is worn. And on the back, if I'm right, if it is Algeria, well, no, you would have seen the details on the left. This is all worn, so it's definitely been in the wars. That, I think, is a lion's head, and you've got 2 dates. I think the bottom one is the Western date, and the top one is the Arabic date. Can't quite. So 1413 there. And what's it, 1992? Whew. Just over 30 years old, and is this worn? That's got to be a very soft metal in the middle in that case. But I think that's 20 dinars. So I'm going to go with 20 dinars from Algeria. 1992? Yeah, that'll do. Go for that. Let's get one from down this side, shall we? Get a small one. Ooh, what's that one? 10 cents, 1998, and that is going to be Hong Kong. Been a while since we've seen one of these. Yeah, there you go. Hong Kong with the, what I think is some sort of lily. Yeah, 1998. So that was the year after Hong Kong went back under Chinese control, because I think it was 1997 that the British gave up their, I think it's a 99-year or 100-year lease on the territory. So this is a early China era Hong Kong 10 cents. Excellent. There you go, 10 cents, Hong Kong, 1998. I think we've definitely seen those in the past, so there's nothing new about them, just that we haven't seen them for a while. I wouldn't call it rare, put it that way. 1964, 25 or Norge, so that's Norway. I haven't seen one of these in a while either. Yep, there's the king. I can never remember what his name is. It's not actually written on there. But yeah, very, very small coin. It's probably on par with a current 5p in the UK. That's how small this one is. Yep, 1964, 25 or Norway. What have we got? Another French coin. This looks, I want to say 50s, because the obverse image changes. The turn of the century into the early 20th century, it had the old style, what I would call the French Revolution hat, the floppy hat. Then it went over to one or two other designs, and I think this one was, I want to say, yeah, I'm thinking 50s. Oh, look at that. 10 francs, 1949. 1 year out. Yeah. Not seen one of these in a little while. I think we've had some from the 50s, but it's been a while. Definitely been a while. This is in pretty good condition as well. This might be one of the ones from the little bundle I threw in the other day. I do have another big bag coming in, actually. Right, so we've got France, 10 francs, 1949. Yeah, I got another bag at the moment on order through eBay. It's about 1.8 kilos, I think. There's a lot of familiar looking coins in there. So what I'm probably going to do is a video on its own, just having a look through. I've done it before with previous odds and sods that I've bought. I've done it a bit like an unboxing sort of thing, unpacking. And we can have a closer look, see what's in there. Maybe do a coin hunt in its own right, just straight out of the bag. Then after that, I'll just go through it, clear out all the extras that we don't really want because we've already got a lot, and tip the rest into the tub. Right, so what have we got? Don't recognize this one, but I do recognize the logo. What I say? Is it Oman? Yeah, I'm going to go with Oman. Only because I vaguely remember seeing cross swords like that on, I think it's the Oman flag. So what have we got? 5 of something. So there's the dates. So the Arabic date there is a 1, a 4, a 2, yep, and a 9. So 1429 Arabic. Western is 2008. So that's a 2008 Oman 5. Oh, brain, come on. What did they use in Oman? Baisa. Baisa, that was it. Baisa, but is it Baise or Baisa? I think it's SA. It's Baisa rather than Baise. So yeah, I'm gonna run with that. So it's a 2008 Baisa from Oman. I think that's a first as well. Again, might be from that recent bundle. What's that? Oh, that's right. It was a disfigured 1 rupee. 1991 Polska, so Poland. 50 groszy. Yeah, we get Polish coins every so often, not just in world coin hunts, but in our change as well. We've got quite a high Polish population, especially here in Bristol, actually. And they often go back home, come back with a pocket full of shrapnel. And whether they do it on purpose or not, to be honest, I don't care. It's just great to be able to get some of their coins in our change so I can add it to the collection. So yeah, 50 groszy, Poland, 1991. We've probably had that one before, but it's been a while, I'd say. What are we on? Right, so 17. 10 Curus, 1971. Curus is Turkey. Yep. That way up, that's Turkey. Yeah. 10 Curus. Again, I think this is a very common coin. Probably one of the ones they had, mass made. Looking at it, it's a low enough denomination not to be no, if it's a higher value, then you see fewer of them. But I've not seen one of these in a very long time, actually. We've seen other Curus 1s and 5s. I don't think we've had a 10. So, Turkey, 10 Curus, 1971. Let's go for another one down the side, shall we? Come on. Don't fight me, you lose. There we go. Ah, Poland again. 2 groszy this time. Yeah. 2000. Yeah, we've had these before. Very small little coins. Every time I do a bit of digging at the bottom of the tub, it's usually, obviously, a load of small ones get brought to the surface. And some of them are Polish, and some of them are these small French things as well. But yeah, 2 groszy, Poland, 2000. Let's just give it another mix. What have we got there? 2.5 cents. Oh, don't recognise this. Maybe this was one of the newer ones as well. Upsy Downsy. Netherlands Antillen. Oh, Dutch Antilles, 1971. We've not had one of theirs for quite a while, actually. Yeah, 2.5 cents. Dutch Antilles, 1971. Always nice to get, because I don't know if they're still around. It's one of those territories, that sort of thing, that no longer exists. So it'd be nice to get a few more of those. Oh, got 2 stuck together there. No, we don't want that. That's another Polish one. That's a 1 groszy. We'll have that one. What's that one? Oh, it's the Queen. It's 1980. And judging by the size of this, it's an old half penny. Yep. Half new penny. So, yeah, these came in 71 to replace the larger old halfpennies since decimalisation. And they were phased out, well, within a couple of years of this one, to be honest. I think it was 82 or 83 were the last years, I think, that these were minted. And I think the last year only came out in a set. And they were promptly withdrawn after that by the mid-80s. So, halfpenny. Always got lost at the bottom of your pocket when you were a kid. Let's pop that one there. So we've got that's 21. So we're doing good. We're doing good. $19.97, Russia. 1 ruble. Yeah, we've had these before. I think I've had a 1997 as well. I've started a bit of a year run going with some of these. I've had enough of them come through. So they are common. They're not worth a great deal, but they are nice to get just for year runs, really. When you see plenty of the same coin from any country, it's often a nice little touch just to do a collection. Try and get a year run going. Even if it's a country that doesn't interest you, you're turning down an opportunity just to get a year run. There you go. 1997, Russia, 1 ruble. Right, down the side. A very small one again. That's that 1977, Singapore, 5 cents. Now this is probably slightly smaller than that half p. Where's he gone? Yeah, marginally smaller, only just. So if you know the size of the old half pence, this is a touch, literally fraction of a mil narrower. Oh, what's that? Some sort of swan? Nope. What would the beak like that? Huh. Don't know what sort of bird that is. Obviously a water bird. Thinking swan of some description. Probably one from their neck of the woods. So, Singapore, 1977, 5 cents. Cat. Oh, here we come. Cool. What have we got? That way. That way, yeah. So, 10 of something. Again, Arabic dates. 1957, so that's 1957. And that's a 1, a 3, a 7, and a 6. So 1376. So 1376 versus 1957. And it's 10 somethings. Well, I think we can safely say that's going to be Egypt. So Egypt, that would make that probably, I'm going to go with 10 piastres. 1957. I think this only came out in the 1 year, but they mass produced them. They lasted quite a while. I've not seen one for, I don't know, probably 6 or 7 hunts. And I think it was the same year for a start. Yeah, memory tells me this was a mass produced one-off 1 year coin. So 1957, 10 piastres from Egypt. Get off. Go. 1964, 1 centime. That's France. We've got the 2 mint marks either side, one either side. That's Republic Française. Yeah, it confirms France. 1 centime. Yeah, this is one of the mass-produced ones again. Part of the circulating currency. So there's going to be millions of these out there. Not seen one, I don't know, for quite some time, to be honest. But then again, it's one of the smaller coins, so I've probably got a boatload of them stuck at the bottom of the tub, ready for dragging to the top. But 1964, 1 centime from France. So that's 25. Let's just do one last hunt, shall we? Here we go. Halfpenny, 1966. Good year. That's when we won the World Cup, the only time. Yeah, halfpenny. Got the Queen on the front. Last but 1 year of these being issued. I think they came out in 68 in sets, but I'm probably wrong because by 67, 68, they're already preparing coinage for decimalisation in 1971. So the 2 shilling, the 10 new pence, and the 5 new pence, for example, I think the 50 pence was out as well. So this was replaced with that in 71. At least with one of these, you know you had it in your pocket. One of these, yeah, as a kid, you were throwing these things away. You couldn't do a great deal with them. You had to have a penny just to make sure you could get 2 or 3 penny chews. But yeah, there you go, halfpenny, 1966, the last but 1 year of these being issued. And that is your lot. Let's move that out of the way. Move those over. So, pick of the week. What are we going to go for? There's a few interesting ones in there, that's for sure. There's not anything that's majorly old. I mean, we had the Farthing, which was 1903. That's nice. We had the 40s and 50s, 60s. Yeah, there's nothing that really stands out. But the one I do like is more the design than anything else. It's the Morocco. 20 francs. It's just that design. Now, I appreciate that is going to be Arabic script all around the edge. I have no clue what it says. It looks decorative. It looks really nice. And then you've got the star in the middle with all the decorative pieces in between the points. That is something else. I've seen other Moroccan coins in the past with, I don't want to call it the pentagram because it wasn't, but it's the 5-pointed star. And they always impress me. Just the basic of the design, but then it's always got something in Arabic script around the edge, which makes it really, really decorative. And then you go on the back, and then you've got your Latin, your Western speak, as I always say. So that is my pick of the week. So if you've got a pick yourself, let me know in the comments. It's always nice to know what other people think. I mean, it's like I was saying about the Russian one as well. People like to do year runs of coins they're interested in. If you get an opportunity, whether it be a Russian coin, old half pennies, or even if it's something as common as, I don't know, the 5 francs. I've got a bundle of those in a year run. Got a few gaps. I've got no major interest, but the opportunity was there, so I built a year run. So if we're doing any year runs, let me know. If you did like this video, please consider clicking the like, click the subscribe button, help me out. That'd be brilliant. Leave a comment, whether it's to do with my pick of the week, your pick of the week, or any year runs maybe that you're doing. We can go from there. We can have a nice little conversation about favourite coins. Anyway, until the next time, hopefully weather stays well. Look after yourselves, and I'll see you then. Cheers all.